Why, hello everyone, welcome back to Final Fantasy VII on PlayFrame. Welcome back to Wutai. We are not done in Wutai, there's still things to do in Wutai. Fun things that require you to be a little bit higher level than we would have been back in Disc 1 when things were first available. If you did come out here immediately when Wutai became accessible, like right when you got the tiny Bronco, then you probably could have done just about everything we just did here. Some of that like boss fight toward the end might have been a little tricky, but you could have managed. Wouldn't have been too bad. Losing all your materia definitely sucks. That makes it harder, but you could do that much. The stuff we're going to do today would, well, unless you've done a lot of grinding, it'd be a good bit harder. But I believe in us. So I think y'all are all saying about the same thing. I did just remember now I want to check the weapon shop and see if we are hardcores enough that they will actually let us be customers. I'm dying to know. Hey, yo, welcome! You aren't tired of my babbling? Great, then come on in and start buying. What a reversal from yesterday. Granted. Yeah, no, none of this is actually an upgrade. Even if the character is where it looks like an upgrade, that's just because they have something equipped that's good for materia growth, not for damage. But, still. Appreciate it. Nice to be able to at least look at the inventory. Anyway, we have a task. And it's off this way. Well, we have two tasks, and one of them is off this way. Hello. Have you ever heard the story of the scales of the water god? They're not just regular scales. They have special hidden powers, and are impervious to the strongest flames. But of course, I don't think they'd stand up to the fire that huge, eerie-looking planet's gonna make when it crashes into us. It's kind of hard for the meteor to not enter into every conversation. Understandably. It is an element on everyone's mind, I suppose. Ah, hello. Num num. I hope the planet doesn't fall anywhere around here. So I guess num num is sort of meant to be like a prayer type sound. It was what the ancient Cetra were doing as well in the Temple of the Ancients, kind of. I guess they were doing nyum nyum, which is slightly different. He's in the pagoda next to Lord Godo. Lord Godo says we're stuck. What? Help me. Help me. Help me. Sorry to interrupt. I'll leave y'all to this. It's not really what I'm here for today. What I am here for today should be in this larger pagoda here. Hello. Oh, Miss Yuffie, will you be climbing the pagoda today? Yeah, that's it. Then I, Sacred Gorky, will be your opponent on the first floor. Yo, they call me Shake. I'll be watching your fight with Gorky. Then begin. I kind of expected a little bit more preamble to all of this, Gorky. But, yeah, this pagoda here is a challenge that you can do with Yuffie by herself in fights. And it's several kind of little boss fight encounters back to back, with a pretty good reward at the end. Power change! Given we're leveled pretty high, I'm guessing this is not going to be too tough. But we'll see. Ooh, a barrier. That's alright, I have magic. And some cool magic we've not even tried yet. Have Ultima. I don't think Gorky knew he was signing on for that today. Rip Gorky. Here I am, Miss Yuffie. Of course. What? I thought you were just a wild girl, but you handled that pretty well. Well, we'll see how you do on the next one. All right, up to the next floor. Hello. Who's next? Are you blind? I'm right here. This is the same voice. What? I gotta fight a punk? Heh, punk. I'm more of an adult than some bimbo girl. What did you say? See what I mean? That kind of anger is what makes you so immature. Don't pat yourself on the back until you beat me. Now watch. About the only thing you do really good is breathe. Sure you're brave enough to fight? Stop yapping. I feel like if we're answering for Yuffie here, I feel like this is what a Yuffie would do. So someone finally got past Gorky. So I guess it's time for Chekhov to stand in. Here I go, brat. Speed change! Well, let's see how Shake pans out. Fun form you've chosen. Get hit. Twice, because I have counter materia on. I guess I can show my loadout after this fight. For anyone curious, I suppose. Not that I think it's going to make an enormous difference, but, you know. Being overleveled is fun. In its own way. Or satisfying, at least. Ah, so you can fight a bit. Of course. Oh, it's been a while since I've felt pain. Weird way to put it. Nice to meet you, Chekhov. So, let's see about Yuffie's loadout here. So I've got Poison, I've got Ultima, which is a little excessive, I admit. Lightning, which really... We've got Ultima, we don't need this, but whatever. Enemy Skill, which might come in handy, but probably won't be needed. Steel, just because it feels in character. Counterattack, because that always helps. Luck plus, Magic plus, HP plus, MP plus. These are just unnecessary, but for fun. And Heal and Restore in case they're needed. I've got a ribbon on, so I don't think Heal is actually going to do anything for me. Restore might help if I need to do a quick cure. I don't think it's going to be needed. But we'll see. You know, I think the guy we talked to outside mentioned like a special scale, and which I think he was referring to the Leviathan scale. And the Leviathan scale is an item we found in a chest down in the kind of under Junin reactor thing. I think we needed that scale to get in here. I may be wrong. I feel like that scale is needed for something in here. And I'm guessing if we tried clicking on the pagoda before we had that scale, we wouldn't have been able to come in here or something. If I'm incorrect, if that works somehow different, then feel free to correct me in comments. I'm going on rusty memory and scanned walkthroughs. So even Shake's been defeated. It's been a while since you had to fight Chekhov. Unfortunately, this is as far as it goes. Staniv, you watch over there. That ain't going to happen. I'll teach you about the strength of youth. Keep mouthing off like that, little girl, and you're going to get burned. Oh, we're getting to choose comebacks. I got insurance. We'll see if you still talk like that after you taste some of my sacred magic. Magic change. I have bad news, Chekhov. Some grinding did take place. So you might be in trouble. I'm assuming you're going to do something at some point. Ah, there you are. Absorbing, I see. That's not going to be enough for you. At all. Oh, this is making this nice and breezy. I can't believe you beat me. Of course. This should be interesting. It's been a long time since I've had a chance to use my powers to their fullest. That's 3 down. You say anything more? Nope, same. Okay, well. 4th floor. The rule is the best fighter on each floor will be your opponent. Although it's a 5-storied pagoda, the 4th floor is the highest. In other words, no one's ever defeated me, master of weaponry. You still want to try? Just come on. I like you. Now watch. Weapon change. Are you Mr. Hardcores from the weapon shop? You kind of look like it. Didn't know I was going to get to be doing battle with the hardest of cores. Can I rob you? Ah. Alas. Yeah, maybe we should just play around using some enemy skill magic. Oh, hey, I got this off of the Midgar Zolom. I don't really know what it does. Fire damage on all opponents? Sure. Gracious. Certainly not my most damaging option, but cool looking. We should go fight the Zolom before the episode ends. It'll be over very quickly at this point. We are far past strong enough to fight that thing. But we didn't see it before. We might as well go back. What? Of course. I feel like of course is maybe not the best response to all of these. Context-wise, it doesn't always fit. Splendid. Your level and skills have improved. Oh, you might not be as much of a child as we thought you were. There's gonna be a fun bunch of things to do in the remake, I bet. These fights. Of course, if we lost to her. You've defeated 4 of our best, but now you'll have to face him. Mysterious. Let's go find our final opponent. What do you all say? Nothing. Nothing. Shh. Sorry, is there... I like that they all say nothing. And Shake is like shushing us, like, hey, we're all being here quiet and serious. We're creating an important moment. You're ruining it. Dad? I'm glad you made it this far, Yuffie. Why are you... I'll answer you by having you try your skills against me. Hold nothing back. Come as if you're trying to kill me. If you don't, then I'll have to kill you. Hey! What are you doing? Omni-change! Isn't he in for a fun surprise? Cool design, though. So, I'm just gonna hit you. Yeah, seems to work. Now we could try throwing in some more enemy skill, why not? What does question mark do, I wonder? It's a very low MP cost, so I can't imagine it does anything terribly exciting, but... well. I stand corrected. I guess maybe sort of like a randomized amount of damage. Oh hey, I have that spell too. Ooh, and a limit break. Finally, let's see her third limit break, Landscaper. Kaboom! Hey. Uncool. I guess I better get some curing going. Draw the fight out a little bit. Maybe we can see another limit break. We've got good odds at this rate. Top off for safety. But yeah, all right. Let's see another one. This will probably conclude the fight. Bloodfest. Enjoy, Pops. It's a lot of hits. Nice. All creation, that, I believe, would be her final limit break. Which is why we came back here to do this. Old coot, not bad. You've also improved. I'm glad we're all having fun. It's time I gave this to you, Yuffie. This is Leviathan materia. Take it. Thank you. But, Lord Gyodo, the Leviathan materia should only be given to the person who conquers and takes over this pagoda. That is our custom. Custom, custom, custom. I'm so sick of hearing that. It's so stupid. Silence, Miss Yuffie. Then what about all the rest of you? You have all that power. Are you satisfied being cooped up in this tower? Yuffie. You too, Dad. Just because you lost the war and turning Wutai into a place like this. What do you want to say? You turned Wutai into a cheesy resort town peddling to tourists. How dare you? Touch House statue and Leviathan are ashamed. She is a kid. What did you say? Yuffie, forgive me. It's all my fault. What are you saying, Lord Gyodo? Losing the war and turning Wutai into this, it was all my fault. Lord Gyodo? Silence. Yuffie, I am the same now as I was before, when I wanted the war. But after I lost the war, I began to think, is strength only for defeating the enemy? Or just something to show off to others? Might begets might. That's the same way as the Shinra. I knew you were looking for materia for the good of Wutai. But the reason I hide my strength now is also for the good of Wutai. And now I realize both are necessary. Strength without determination means nothing, and determination without strength is equally useless. Lord Godo. You there. Please, take Yuffie with you. I perceive that you all have both determination and strength. After that, how can we refuse? All right, I don't mind. Go, Yuffie. For the sake of strengthening Wutai. Dad? I'll take care of the 5 sacred gods until you return. Go, and come back alive. Of course. Nice of the rest of the party to observe the ceremonial walk patterns. Yuffie, wait a minute. The materia they all have. After their battle's over, do you think they'll still want it? I see where she gets it. Dad! Go, survive till the end, and return with the materia. You bet. The localization of all this has been pretty spotty, but that's a pretty funny punchline for the end of all of this. I like it. Miss Yuffie, your feelings for Wutai are the same as Lord Godo's. Always remember that. Oh, I'm glad you all have little parting words. Fight so that you never bring shame on Wutai. Y'all got nothing to worry about. You say there's some unusual materia where the underground pipe is? But first you gotta get it off from a monster, and unless you use your head, you won't be able to do it. What are you talking about? Miss Yuffie, we pray for your success. Thank you. I gotta go find out about this underground pipe, I guess. I know I do have one place I need to go wandering around and exploring. And this place is, this is sort of an underground little tunnel of sorts. Let's, check this out just in case. I don't imagine there's anything new here. Beyond what we already saw and or looted. Have you ever heard the story of that Scales of the Water God, so on and so forth? Okay. Back to town. And... I really have no idea what they could be talking about with that hint about underground pipe. Can poke my head in here, I guess? Oh. Cat house. This is quite nice. Hi, cats. Could I come through? I see a neat little room here, and I want to see what's in it. Ooh. Nice. Thanks, cats. Y'all are all right. What a good room. Hello. But okay. I've been up here too, right? I think this is the room we got ourselves trapped in. Yuffie's house, I suppose. What happens if you go and press the buttons now? Flip the lever. Yep. And if we flipped the other lever, they both do the same thing, of course. Of course they do. Cute. Okay. Enough wandering around random houses. We have a place to go. Gotta start climbing back up that sculpted mountain. There's more to see up there, apparently. Actually, now that Yuffie's not fighting solo anymore, let me shuffle some materia around. Be right back. Okay, got everyone's stuff figured out. And actually, while we're in here, let's go ahead and give Yuffie the... Where are you? All creation. Cool. This should do it. It sure should. I've already bumped her up to limit level 3, so we can see a couple more of the ones she has. Hopefully, if the opportunity presents itself. But yeah, we should be all good to go. Let's climb a mountain again. See what else it might be hiding. And also fight random things who are making bad decisions in choosing their fights. Very bad decisions. Highly questionable. These tufts of grass really should choose their opponents better. To be fair, I don't really know how many targets they could realistically find lower down the food chain. Even so. Here's a cave we weren't able to go in before. It has a Dragoon Lance. Not bad. This is what I think we might have needed the Leviathan scale for. The scale of the sea god shines. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, all right. I remember now. Push back that fire. Let me in. Yes, give. Steel as well. That's a fun materia name. What does that one do, anyway? Steel simultaneously when paired materia is used. That's pretty fun. Is there anything else in here? There might be. Can I push this fire back even further, I wonder? Yeah. Yeah. Oritsuru, which is a weapon for someone. Not Cloud. Yuffie. Hey, and it's a really good one, too. Even more slots that I don't feel like figuring out what to put in right now. Later. I think that's all I wanted to do up here. I should probably check just in case there's a bit more to see, though. Well, hey, cool views. It's a neat spot. Just a whole screen they made just for some neat little views up top. I like it. Not sure I like this bunch of weirdos, though. Garuda and Foulander. What are you doing? Not sure I approve. Hey, I don't approve. That's my MP. Uncool. I know I have kind of an excess of it because everybody right now has HP and MP plus mastered materia equipped right now. Tifa, don't attack yourself. That's ridiculous. You're much too strong to be attacking yourself. I can't have that. Neat. I think we might be about done in Wutai, though. And that actually got wrapped up a little faster than I thought. Maybe we'll do another extra 1 or 2 little things, just for funsies. Yeah, why not? All right, let me start making the very long hike back to my airship at the other end of this island chain, and once I get there, I'll be right back with you. All right, here we go, finally. Back to the trusty old airship. Feels good. All right, let's scoot ourselves across the world in its entirety. That's a little too far north. Back toward Midgar. Because it turns out there is actually a way we can get back inside that place now. Even before the story takes us back there. If I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I did this. I'm guessing this enemy is not going to be up to the task. Unless, no, maybe they're stronger now. Maybe they're stronger now. Y'all stronger now? Not stronger enough. Bye. At some point, I assume the enemies outside Midgar are going to get strong again. Since you do have to come back here later in the story. But who knows? Anyway, so if you run up to the city, you'll be out here, and there's someone you can talk to. I don't know when they show up. They definitely don't show up for a while. That's funny. Did I drop the key to this gate somewhere? Was it when I was on that excavation tour? Right, okay, so it's not, you don't get the key from this person here, but you learn that, this person was doing the excavation tour and they dropped their key. So there's a key to get back in the city. So we could go back and do the excavation thing. And in doing so, perhaps, get ourselves a key for getting back into the city. Why not? Let's go do that thing. After showing someone who's boss. Oh, speaking of which, that reminds me, there was another thing I was going to go do while we're out here. Sorry, the rest of the episodes this week are going to be quite a random grab bag of side things, just jumping all over the place. Remember the Midgar Zolom? Had to ride a chocobo to get past this thing at the beginning of the game because it would have just wiped the floor with us. Not anymore. It is still big and intimidating, but it's not going to matter. It will do something a little annoying here, though. Never mind, it'll die. Had it survived, it might have countered that by booting whoever hit it out of the fight, reducing you to just 2 people in your party. Not that that would have mattered, but if you're fighting the Zolom when it's a challenge, then that could be a whole thing. Defeating the Zolom does not kill it permanently. As you can see, it's still swimming around, so you can keep on fighting it if you want. If it just makes you feel strong. Anyway, let's go do the excavation minigame again. I feel like a lot of people overestimate how long this game actually is. Just because it's 3 discs long. Like, if you're doing a lot of the side stuff that's optional in 7, you definitely can spend a good 50 hours or so in this game easy. Or more. If you're doing all the side stuff, some of it is very time-consuming. You could do a lot of grinding, a lot of chocobo raising, a lot of that stuff. Easily spend up to like 70 hours or more. Probably more. But if you're just gunning it through the story, skipping a lot of this side stuff even that I'm doing here, you can really get through this game in well under 40 hours, probably closer to 30. I already got the Lunar Harp, thank you. What do you sell? I don't remember. I think there's better bangles than this now. Yeah, there are. Thanks anyway. I want to start digging. I want good treasure. Only the goodest. Push the square button to set our staff in position. Let's just set everybody in pretty similar spots as before. Do some triangulating. Someone here. Someone here we go. And someone here. I don't know if good treasure is what we need for the key, but we'll find out. Everyone in position. All right, everyone calculate. And okay. Somewhere down here. Somewhere between these two. Roughly right in the middle, I want to say, based on where the person up there is pointing. Yeah, right around here. Dig. And... oh. I must have missed. You know what, let me save us all a little time and figure out what I need to do to actually get this darn key. Okay. I think I figured out what I was doing wrong there. I think I did everything right up until the very end where I dug in the slightly wrong location. I think it might be... I mean, everyone's kind of like pointing right here now. You know what? I'm going to take the game's word at this. I think the item is actually supposed to be closer to down here, but maybe it can sort of be in like a whole radius, and finding the exact location still requires the digging folk. So let's try here. I'll trust the experts. And... nothing. You guys suck. You're terrible at this. Take 3. All right, you guys. Try again. I'm starting to think maybe the location of the object I'm looking for, they might be pointing to some other item. I'm going to guess that the item I'm looking for is actually right here. Maybe I'm wrong. We're going to find out very quickly. There it is. Boy, I don't know what item they were pointing me to, but yeah, no. And there's our key to Sector 5. Now we can get ourselves back into the Midgar slums. Which is convenient because there's an item we want back in there. And getting that item is the first thing we're going to do tomorrow. We've got a lot of running around and side things to get and lots of fun stuff to do tomorrow. I'll see y'all then for that. Take care till then. Bye!